Welcome back to Fight Talk MMA, where today we're covering everything from unexpected weight class discussions to big-time UFC updates. There's a lot to break down, so let's jump right in and keep you in the loop. But before we dive into the video, please remember to like, subscribe, and leave a comment to help us grow. Your support truly means a lot. Sean O'Malley has stirred conversation by revealing a desire to compete closer to his natural body weight, floating the idea of fighting at 145 or even 155.
If I fought at my natural weight class, if I didn't cut weight, walk around 58, 59, whatever, I'd fight at 155. You know what? I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna go fight.
He reportedly walks around 157 to 158 pounds, suggesting that cutting to the bantamweight limit can be quite taxing. Emphasizing his belief that fighters should opt for healthier weight cuts, Sean believes competing at a heavier class might both protect his health and possibly extend his career. This move, however, would place him among bigger opponents, demanding adjustments to both strength training and fight strategy. With the success he's already seen at bantamweight, it remains to be seen if a higher weight division would slow his momentum or allow his natural abilities to flourish. Fans are left wondering whether a more comfortable cut might lead to an even sharper version of the flashy striker. The scheduled rematch between Sean O'Malley and Merab Dvalishvili has divided fans. Some argue that Sean should have worked his way back up after his loss, but the UFC opted for an immediate championship bout. The intrigue is heightened because Merab not only holds the belt, but also bested the highly touted Umar Nurmagomedov, making a second fight with Sean a compelling storyline. From O'Malley's perspective, defeating Merab now would cement an even greater legacy, given how many considered Dvalishvili unstoppable. On the betting side, O'Malley opened as an underdog, reflecting Merab's relentless pace and proven skill set. Although some fans feel others in the division deserve a shot, the UFC's business angle seemingly prioritizes high-profile matchups. Whether you agree with the decision or not, the rematch is set to unfold, promising fireworks from the opening bell. Aljamain Sterling was vocal when fans asked why he wasn't given a similar immediate rematch after losing his own title. According to Sterling, the UFC has a business model that sometimes values marketable fights over strict merit. Despite once feeling O'Malley hadn't done enough, Sterling conceded that the flashy striker has faced multiple top contenders, which somewhat justifies another title shot. Interestingly, Sterling pointed out he entered his championship fight against O'Malley carrying an injury.
He stayed disciplined, man. I didn't want the fight to be boring. I could have sat on the outside, just kept playing the leg kick game. But then I would have had all the criticisms of everybody else. And I was like, see, this is the difference. He stayed disciplined to his game plan. And I kind of let, I don't want to say emotions, but I kind of let trying to be a little bit more of an exciting style for the fans play a factor. You know, we've seen the Izzy Yoel Romero fight. We've seen bad fights before where it's kind of like not much happens because no one wants to make that great mistake. I made the mistake. Sean capitalized. I paid for it.
Only to be overshadowed now by this rematch talk. While some fans accuse him of inconsistency, especially since he and Merab dismissed Umar Nurmagomedov's title shot for being too tough, Sterling maintains he understands how the UFC operates. His tongue-in-cheek remark about granting O'Malley a trilogy if he loses again shows he might still be poking fun at the situation. Many MMA fans are calling out perceived double standards in the bantamweight title scene. Critics point to how Aljamain Sterling and Merab Dvalishvili rejected the idea of granting Umar Nurmagomedov a title shot, yet supported an immediate rematch for Sean O'Malley. Online forums exploded with comments suggesting that the UFC is favoring money fights over skill-based matchups. Some even jokingly accused the promotion of forcing fighters to change their public opinions for better marketing. Debates about what truly makes a deserved contender continue to rage, with fans concerned about whether hype or performance should decide championship opportunities. This discussion has reignited broader questions about fairness and consistency within the organization. It's clear that while fans want the biggest fights, they also appreciate a ranking system that rewards persistent winners. The UFC recently unveiled the official poster for UFC 315, sporting a striking design that pays homage to the Quebec flag. Fans across social media praised the bold colors and unique theme, calling it one of the more memorable promotional visuals in recent events. While official posters don't guarantee the success of an event, they often build extra buzz leading up to fight night. Spectators on Twitter and MMA forums pointed out intricate details in the design, applauding how it captures local culture. The event itself is shaping up with an intriguing mix of title fights and rising prospects, although rumors and final announcements are still rolling in. Posters may not change the outcomes inside the cage, but they certainly hype everyone up. The UFC 315 design is yet another example of how presentation can set the stage for a thrilling night of action. Daniel Cormier strongly believes that Islam Makhachev will face Justin Gaethje for the lightweight title next. Despite Gaethje suffering a knockout loss just 2 fights ago, DC argues he's a huge draw who consistently delivers fireworks. Cormier, with his close ties to Makhachev, suggests that a high-profile challenger like Gaethje is exactly what the champions team wants. Fans are split. While some love Gaethje's highlight reel wars, others question whether his recent record justifies another title shot. Nonetheless, MMA is often about pairing star power with exciting matchups, which Gaethje certainly provides. From a promotional standpoint, it's easy to see why this fight might be next, especially given Gaethje's willingness to stand and bang. Whether Makhachev can overwhelm Gaethje's explosive striking remains to be seen, but the anticipation is already building for what could be a massive main event. Daniel Cormier recently rang up Justin Gaethje on air, teasing him with an off-the-wall question about Conor McGregor potentially becoming president of Ireland. Gaethje quickly dismissed it, calling the query ridiculous and showing little interest in any McGregor chatter. The call, however, soon turned to more serious talk about a likely title opportunity for Gaethje. Fans enjoyed seeing the playful dynamic between DC and The Highlight, as it showcased a more lighthearted side of combat sports. The momentary levity reminded everyone that beneath the intense face-offs and heated rivalries, many fighters share genuine friendships and camaraderie. Although Gaethje remains focused on his next move in the octagon, these playful moments often resonate with MMA fans who crave both serious and entertaining content. For now, speculation persists whether Gaethje's next target is the belt. Khamzat Chimaev shared details of a previous trip to Ireland that fueled plenty of speculation. Contrary to rumors that he wanted to train with Conor McGregor, Chimaev explained he planned to confront him over disrespectful comments and footage showing a Chechen black belt getting dropped. The trip escalated quickly when authorities detained Chimaev upon arrival, eventually sending him back to Sweden. According to Chimaev, it was less about taking sides with or against Khabib Nurmagomedov, and more about personal pride and defending his community. He admitted that if he couldn't physically reach McGregor, he might have resorted to throwing an object. The incident highlights just how personal these feuds can become, especially when cultural pride is at stake. McGregor has yet to respond this time, but the rivalry between the two camps seems far from settled. Footage surfaced of Aljamain Sterling apparently being choked unconscious by Zelik Yusupov on a reality show, setting social media ablaze. While some questioned the authenticity of the clip, Sterling hinted online that it was indeed real, and teased that fans should stay tuned to see his payback. Many are familiar with Yusupov, who once choked out someone else during a press conference that went viral. Critics labeled the stunt as reckless, while others suspect it might be staged for publicity. Sterling remains tight-lipped on the details, aside from confirming he eventually got some form of revenge. The drama has only added to Sterling's already eventful storyline this year, coming off a tough loss and now navigating bizarre happenings outside the octagon. Regardless of its true nature, the clip has fans buzzing and curious about the fallout. The UFC recently settled a $1.2 million class action lawsuit related to automatic renewals of UFC Fight Pass. Customers in select regions claimed that they weren't properly informed about recurring charges. The settlement applies to subscribers from 2018 to early 2025 who stand to receive either a $9.99 check or 2 free months of the service. This agreement follows the organization's earlier antitrust settlement, signaling the UFC's ongoing legal complexities. While the resolution doesn't require an admission of wrongdoing, the payout underscores the importance of clear consumer disclosures in digital subscriptions. Fans who qualify for the settlement are advised to stay alert for official notifications. On one hand, it's a minor hiccup for the UFC's massive global brand. On the other, it's a reminder that the fight business isn't just about what happens inside the cage. Thank you so much for watching today's breakdown. We appreciate your time and hope you'll be back for our next update on all things MMA.